I've been thoughtin' and boughtin' since I was a young little thing, okay? Oh my god, it was the most intense thing that ever happened to me. My life is a chaotic madness. Chaotic madness.
What's good, everybody? It's your girl, Sasha Raee, back at it again with another episode of Chaotic Madness. And today I have the lovely Little Pug. Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm so happy to see you.
I know, likewise. Like, I was so shy saying hi to you. I don't know.
It was so fucking cute, honestly. I was like...
I don't know, man. If I would have never, got the balls to just be like, hi, this would not be happening at all. Or, not even, you wouldn't even know my existence. So, hi.
I was just like, this beautiful being, walks up to me and, knows who I am. And it says they're fangirling. And I'm like, oh, thanks.
Stop. It was two people I fangirled. It was you, and then it was Anna Fox. And I was like, yo, Miami's made. Wow. I'm with it.
Amazing.
It's funny because I was telling her just before we started that I'm having difficulties getting a fucking refrigerator. And I was like, my refrigerator might get delivered in the middle of our episode, hence chaotic madness, because my life is literally chaotic. Sometimes good, sometimes bad, but we're here, baby. We're here.
I have to say, I love the name of your podcast because it really speaks to me because, my very first Hotmail account, way back in the day, it was Symphony of Chaos. And I was like...
I love that. It's funny. I was trying to think so hard of a catchy name and something that would stand out, and then something that was true to who I was. And I remember I asked a friend, I was like, what do you think about chaotic madness? They're like, no, I don't like it. It doesn't sound right. I'm not feeling it. And I almost listened to them and was about to change the name. And then I was like, you know what? No, fuck that. My life is chaotic. There's always a shit show happening. There's always something unexpected, amazing happening. I was like, no, I'm going to fucking roll with it. And people have been fucking with the name. So I'm really glad that you
like it. And with
too.
the intro and shit too, I just it's fucking, it's good. It's real good.
Thank you.
It works very well.
I try to be professional, but
You did it.
Thank you. Well, enough about me. Let's talk about you, Miss Cosplay Queen.
Wow.
Bow down. Wow. I ain't got shit compared to you. How long have you been cosplaying, or what got your interest into all things Halloween, spooky?
Oh my god.
Dress up.
So, I've been in the industry, in the adult industry, for 9 years. And it's hard to remember when I first started doing cosplay, because I've always been dressing up beyond sex work and shit. I just love dressing up and playing parts. I was in theater, did all the fucking geeky shit, drama shit, Nerd.
Love it.
Yeah. So, and then I feel and tell me if you feel the same or if this is weird, but performing in sex work is very much costume play. It's cosplay in a sense already. It's role play. It's putting on the makeup and the stuff and doing the performance. And so there's already that aspect of it to everything we do.
So true.
So it's just kind of heightening that in different ways, and then acting as specific characters that people really love, or that I really love.
Were you a triple threat in high school? Drama girl, I gotta get the juicy.
Okay, I was prom queen.
Oh, shout out
to
the prom queen.
Okay. And I was valedictorian, co-valedictorian with my nemesis. We were both best friends. We're best friends for 2.5 years, and then shit hit the fan, and then we became co-valedictorian. Crazy.
Wow.
And I was in choir
Sounds like a
and
movie.
drama and band. It was very, yeah, well, I would never want
Very
to see her in a
Riverdale.
movie. God. Anyway. I went into a deep hole watching Riverdale there for a minute, and then I was like, where am I? What is this? What's going on?
Yo, I've been like, I'm not even up for it, binge watching a lot of shit on Netflix right now. And my younger sister, like my 13-year sister, was like, "You've never seen Riverdale? You're not cool." And so I was like, "Ew, excuse me, like, hold up, like I'm the one that puts you on." So I started watching it to see what the hype was. Yo, I binged all 6 seasons in like less than a week.
That's dedication.
That is,
Like,
for those that don't know, it's like 22 episodes per season, and they're like an hour long. And I comprehended every single like episode.
You watch like 2 screens at once? Like, how is it even? You're just like,
I have this gift of like
amazing.
Being able to binge movies, TV shows. Like, some people say it's not a healthy trait because they're like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, no, but like when I get consumed, I need the story to continue. I can't stop. I can't watch anything else. Like, I need it to continue all the way through.
Yeah.
So
I do not like starting any new TV that isn't already completely out.
No, I hate it.
No. Fucking
like the only show I would say would be like Euphoria because it's too many spoilers.
True, yeah. If it's like too popular, like you just
I can't. It's like great. Or like P-Valley. That was another show. I was like, I have to watch it live because there's like spoilers before I even get to watch it that day.
I know.
So it's So it's not an unhealthy trait. I think it's a superpower. That's how I
love the story. It's just
it's the like drama. It's literally like the drama kid in me because
you're also drama kid. Tell me,
arts girl. Hey, very triple threat. Very much so thought I was gonna be on like people's TV screens one day.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, like
I mean
the goal, but I ended up on other people's screens in a different way. But
anything can still happen. Do we want it to happen?
Maybe. I mean, it would be kind of cool. Like, I have a lot of friends that are on like really maybe I shouldn't say friends anymore. Like acquaintances, old school friends that are on like popular movies and TV shows. And sometimes I'm like, yo, like that should have fucking been me, like right there with you. But I literally just, instead of making a left, I turned right and was like, all right, guys, deuces. I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna go pop my pussy online. Are you into like musical theater?
I cannot fucking sing for the life of me. I was in choir, but I was the pianist. So like from that side of it, and I was in some like musical theater things, but like I enjoy like watching it and shit. Like I'm into like consuming it. But yeah, no, I'm not. I've never seen Glee, so I feel bad even saying any of this. But I heard there's so much drama like about all of that I'm like, I don't even know. I mean, Jane Lynch is in it though, so like
yeah. Okay.
Tell me.
I can't lie. I definitely was like a Glee fanatic, but I was also very young.
Okay.
So
you've grown.
Yeah, I grew tremendously. But it was one of those shows where it was like every like musical theater geek was like watching it. So
I know.
I had to watch it. But I never finished the series. It literally got like way too childish. Like I didn't grow with you. It stayed like if you were still in like early high school. I think it was like freshman day. Oh my God, I am old as fuck now. I gotta think like
way back in
my day when we had to go on AOL.com and log on to AIM. Fuck, I kind of miss AIM though.
Was there like 9 seasons, or am I just 6 seasons? I thought there was a shit ton, right?
There was definitely more than 5 for sure. I don't know. Let me see. Now I'm curious. One of the main characters had died though. Like she was murdered.
Like in life?
No, like in real life. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was really sad.
Jesus,
she was murdered by allegedly her husband. It was a whole thing.
Naira.
6 seasons.
No.
Naira.
60.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Naira. I can never say her last name, but yeah. 6 seasons. Wait a minute. This don't make no sense. Oh, okay, that's why. I was like, it said that it started in 2009 and ended in 2010, but that was season 1. I was like, no way.
It's been coming back into like my mind and like popular culture and shit. Cause like Leah Michelle, like I don't even fucking watch. I don't even know who this is, and she's like all in my feed now, and I'm like, what is this?
She was on the musical on Broadway for Wicked.
Okay.
Yeah, which is like an amazing musical to see. Like,
I would love to see
now
that.
I'm sounding so nerdy. Ew.
No, I love it. The only like off or Broadway thing that I've ever seen was recently. It was a couple years ago. It was I'm gonna ruin the name. It's not Morpheus, or Orpheus. What's this? The dreamer with the lyre or whatever, and he goes down to Hades Town. Is that what it's called?
I haven't seen that one.
It was so good.
Really?
Oh my God. I was like weeping. Yeah, Hades Town. The soundtrack was incredible. Orpheus. Yes. And Persephone, the tale of Hades taking Persephone up from the top of the world and bringing her down 6 months out of the year, making her his wife. Dramatic. Yes.
I want to watch that.
It was very good.
Write that down. I don't want to forget. Because I sure will. The next musical I want to see is Chicago.
Oh, cool.
I am obsessed with Chicago. So to see it live, I'm like, but the tickets are a little pricey, so I'm trying to convince myself, like, YOLO, but I'm also like, yo.
It really is YOLO with this. You got it. It is, though. It is. It is.
It is. It really is, though.
Mr.
Celebrate. You can look right at me. Talk right at me.
Wow.
Oh my God, dude, don't get me started. The Cell Block Tango? Yo, that's my fucking jam.
The lights and the shadowing and how, oh my God.
Like, dude, and then like the Russian girl that just makes it seem so like sad while all the other women are like, yeah, I killed him. Like, and she's like, not guilty.
It's like the white, like
doing a ballerina dance. Yo.
Wow. It was Richard Gere in that, right? Wow. Oh my
Queen
God.
Latifah.
Oh my God.
So many like hitters. That musical is like so old, but like it will never die out.
I'm gonna watch it.
That same. I'm like, I'm gonna watch it tonight. I own it. Like, I'm a nerd, so you know what? You're right. Fuck it. I'll spend the $300 per ticket to see it. Like, when am I ever? It's like, so Serena Williams, how she is now retired, and I always was like, oh, I want to go watch her like play live one day. And then she just said her last ever match. And I'm like, damn, I missed out on the opportunity because I kept saying tomorrow, 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 tomorrow. And now tomorrow will never come because she's retired. So I can never experience that. Your face.
Yeah, you gotta go. Dude, you gotta go.
Like, what
Never
if
again.
Chicago is like, you know what? We're done. We're never going to do a live show. And I decided to be responsible and miss it. Like,
Yeah.
fuck. You should go too.
All right. I will.
And then we'll be the loudest ones in there.
We'll be in front being like,
doing the numbers. The name on everybody's lips is gonna be Roxy. Let me stop, y'all. I can't sing for shit.
is anyone watching us right now?
Dude, what did this? This is not normally. I'm usually like cool, calm, like collective, and then here you are bringing out the absolute nerd in me, bringing out the true me. Oh my goodness. Okay, sorry. So, makeup. Since you cosplay and stuff, are you into like special effects, or are you just more so into like just like dressing up without going as far as the effects world?
Yes. So I've done some makeup things before. I learned makeup very late in life, and I'm very behind. So I'm still very much just like, I have one look. That's the only look I ever wear, you know. So the only times I ever really change it is for cosplay. And I'll like go on Instagram and I'll just like scroll through a bunch of like, I'll look up like the latest one I did was werewolf makeup. And so put a bunch of those things together. I made some like ears with like, I painted them and did some little tufts. I had like big old contacts and fangs and stuff. I'm not, full on. I'm not like proficient in makeup at all. That is something I want to start like asking for help with, because, and like actually hiring someone to like do the thing for me, because I feel like in this job, it takes so much on and feel like we have to do literally fucking everything because we are our own business and yada, yada, yada. And then at some point, you can give yourself the grace to be like, you know what? Someone else can maybe do this. I don't have to be excellent in everything. You know, maybe I'll get some help.
I mean, that is true. A lot of us are like one person teams, and then there's like some people I know that have like full on like assistants and like run everything for them. And I'm like, man, that if I had like 2 or 3 people doing a lot of stuff for me too, I could probably be like way further. But then I'm like a perfectionist, and I like things a certain way, and I like feeling like I did this shit by myself and I fucking made it.
100%. I get that. I do have people helping me now, but not with makeup. But I do have like an assistant who helps film my sets and helps fucking film me and shit like that. And it is like, I'm so fucking like thankful for them, and they're amazing. But it is weird being like, I used to do all this by myself, and now there's someone helping me. And it's I've been thinking about this a lot. Where like, I don't know, like, is that going to change how fans perceive the work that I do? Like, I wonder.
Oh,
like, because I've started
notice that there's
like a shift. Like, because I tag them like in all of my videos, like whenever they do work or whatever, so that people can see and then like hopefully follow them, and then if they want to hire them, like whatever. But like because there's like this like feeling of like we have to do it ourselves and like whatever, like, and I also am very much a perfectionist to my detriment. Like, I just wonder if that's like, if the audience feels similarly. Like, do our fans expect like a certain like that we are doing all these things?
Depends.
Yeah.
Like, I think it really just depends. Like, it's hard to say, because there's some people that I know that don't do like full HD quality, but like are super, super successful. Like, they don't have super like like I know some cosplayers that do the most bare basic versions, no sets, like just like jeans and like a t-shirt and maybe like a red wig and they're Mary Jane and it looks really good. And then there's some people that I know, i.e. myself, that needed to recreate like a whole comic book, and you have like this whole set and you have like graphics on the photo and it's like this whole production.
Yeah.
And both do well. I think it just depends on like the particular person and like their fan base. I don't think fans really care as long as they're getting what they want at the end of the day, which is like you.
You're right. Yeah.
So I don't know, but I mean, it's fun though. Like I've seen some of your clips, and I'm like, yo, I gotta see the fuck. Like I'd be so blown away, and then I just think about the amount of time, money, and effort that goes into producing those, just the sets alone. And then the quality of the video, I'm like, yeah, nah, I ain't on that level yet. Like, y'all gonna get what you gonna get, because that shit looks like you are on like a fucking like, I don't know, Universal plot or something.
You're fucking sweet. Thank you. Like, very kind. I am constantly feeling like I'm never doing like, enough. I think it's just kind of like how it is. Like you always want to do better. Always want to like, that there's heights that you can still fucking surmount, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, I could not do that shit without my person. I've had Vern for the past 3 years. They've been
shout out rock. To them.
Shout out.
Because that shit is fucking awesome.
It's a lot. I'm exhausted just talking about it.
My brain started to hurt just thinking about like oh my god, like it just, Halloween this year feels so exhausted, and we just started September. And
you're doing, correct me if I'm wrong, 31 days, and you've done it before.
I did it last year, so I've always wanted to do 31 days of Halloween for like 6 years. But I wasn't, I guess, as confident, and I wasn't really like in the public to the internet of doing cosplay, because I was always afraid, and I always saw a lot of like my black counterparts that would get like harassed, and it was just so much racism. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just stay in my lane, and I'm just gonna worry about like sex. And then last year, I decided that I wanted to be more authentic and wear like less makeup, wear my natural hair on cam, and like just be like me, like just be like as if you were someone I went to school with and we're just online having fun. Yeah. And then I said, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna do 31. I literally what was it? It was June. And I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna do 31 days of Halloween. For those of y'all that don't know, June is not that far from October. You would think, oh, that's possible. No. I had a whole theme. The way that the photos came out was like by category. And I had videos for Instagram. I had videos for TikTok that were separate. Like, a one woman doing like at least a 4-person production.
Yeah.
And I somehow pulled it off. And during that too, like I started working for a company, or I was a brand ambassador for them. So I started working for them there. And then I was also doing like personal assisting work for other models. So I barely slept. And then I got so sick. Like I got the sickest I had been in a while, because I wasn't really sleeping. I was hardly drinking water. I was up all night making costumes. Like it was so much work. And then I was like, you know what? Next year, I'm going to start this shit in January. Bitch, it's September 7th, and I ain't even fucking started one look. Not one fucking
Do not
look.
Make yourself sick again. Do not. Do not.
Dude, I thrive under pressure.
That doesn't sound. I was the sickest I've ever been. No. I know it sounds good to be like 31 days. And it's a hot look. I'm not gonna lie, it's hot. It's hot. But please
I think
drink water minimum. Minimum.
a minimum. No, I kind of have. I already have all the looks like confirmed. Like I know what I'm doing. I have most of the stuff that I need. It's just like about doing it. It's like getting up and like filming, and I'm contemplating if I want to make like XXX videos with it, because then that means I'm going to be filming all day long. And
all the social media.
Literally.
Plus.
That's like a lot. But then if I want to hopefully, fingers crossed, be nominated again next year, I kind of need to like have some fucking clips for them to be like, oh yeah, like let's nominate her. So I don't fucking know. I'm very ambitious with my ideas and my goals. So
what's one of your favorite ones that you're trying to do?
That I have or that I'm going to?
That you want to do for October?
Ooh, I got some good ones.
Or do you not want to say?
No. I'll give a little sneaker, a little sneak peek. Let me think. Hold on, let me pull up my Notion real quick. Shout out to Notion, even though I'm not sponsored, but if you guys want to, I tell you about you all the time for free.
Tell me, I don't know what Notion is. What's Notion?
Oh, dude, it's like an godsend. It is basically a way for you to organize your entire life. So I have it where I have my social media, I have it broken down: TikToks, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram. And then I have it broken down by each of my businesses, so that way it's easy for me to know which is to which. And then I have like a photo shoot idea of like stuff I want to recreate. I have a fitness journey, a finance, a book club, a journal, a meal plan, a workout plan. Like
what the?
Yeah, dude. I'll like screen share and I'll show you. It is like so detailed with calendars, and the best part is that it's free. Like it is free 99, and you can customize it to however you want, however you need. Like it is godsend. Like, oh, and then you can share it too with like other people. So let's say if you wanna, yes, you can yes, girl, yep, that's the one. Yeah, y'all need to sponsor me. Should I look at her? She just downloaded it. Okay, so I'm excited to do Carrie. And I got the idea from this other girl last year because she did it. Her name is Kiera. Oh my God. Super talented cosplay model, like ever. And I was like, holy shit, why did I have never thought about doing Carrie? And the way she did it was so beautiful. And where I just moved to, there's a lot of like railroad tracks, and like it's like very like hidden and secluded. Yeah. So I can actually film outside and not like be afraid that something is gonna like expose where I live. And it's also very like, it's creepy looking at night. Like it's kind of terrifying. So I was like, I have the most brilliant idea ever that I hope I can execute with like a full production. Like I'm talking cinematic. I'm like hyping it up and watching it be fucking trash. Very cinematic. I'll give you 3 because now I'm excited. So Carrie, Medusa, and I'm hand making her outfit, but it's also very like on the sexy side because Medusa is sexy as fuck. Mm-hmm. And then that's one more I want to give out. And then there's like, okay, it's I have it listed as like Gangsta Clown. This is also like an inspiration by an OG YouTuber named Crispy. She did something like this like 2011. 2012, like hella long ago. But she did a movie too. Like she was doing movies before movies on YouTube videos was like the thing to do. Like she was ahead of the curve. And so for years, I've always was like, I need to recreate that. Like I want to redo that. And so I have a friend that has a food truck that might let me use their food truck to make the video possible. And I might be able to, I need a Tesla too. So if I get those two, it'll work out.
A food truck and a Tesla.
Yes. And keep in mind,
You're halfway
film
there.
it. I film myself. I do all my lighting. So I'm trying to figure out how to do a fucking movie with just myself. With like certain shots, and I'm thinking like, oh, how can I like get a drone in the air?
I know. I was
while
just like,
See,
do a drone.
you get it. You fucking get it. You see my vision. Like, who the fuck am I? So yeah, if you guys listen to this and then if October comes around and you don't see those three, just know it didn't fucking work out. And I had to do something else. But yeah, those are the three I'm most excited about, but those are the three that are like gonna be the most, and they're like, I do it because I love the craft and the art of it, but they're not something that like I know I'm going to make all my money back on. Like if anything, I probably lose money, then I profit, but I'm just like, oh, I fucking love it though. Like,
yeah,
let's do it.
What's your favorite, since you're doing Carrie, do you have like a favorite fake blood that you like? Tell me.
Oh, and then I also have my own edible. Oh, girl, this is nothing.
Oh, I was like, is that the fake blood?
No, it is.
Okay.
But like, I have like way more. For those of you that aren't watching, I literally just pulled out some blood. Like, oh, here you go. So this spray blood I get from Spirit Halloween. Spirit Halloween is the place to go. And I used to work there like years ago. I was like one of the managers, and my checks would damn near just go to like buying everything. Like, 'cause I knew I was like, I'm gonna stockpile.
Yep.
And then pro tip is November 1st, their entire store is 50% off. So everything that's in there, smog machines, black lights, those animatronic things that you can have outside of your house, like the entire store, 50% off. Pro tip. So spray would be these. And then they also have these capsule bloods that you can put in your mouth they say they're food safe. And then there's like teardrop ones. And then this right here. This one is from Spirit too, and it's just like in a red jug. I stockpile it, and I think it comes in like a gallon, maybe 2 gallon. Lasts forever if you keep it in like a sealed tight container. Literally, it can last you for years, like years.
Amazing.
And then I make my own. So if I really want to make for sure that if it's really going to be like in my mouth, corn syrup, glycerin, and red food dye.
I never added glycerin.
Yes.
Oh.
And it gives you like that very like the more red dye you put in, the darker it'll be, the less the lighter. So you can kind of like play around with it. Oh, you just fucking gave me an idea. Oh my God.
What?
I just had a flash of like, nobody fucking stole this idea, because if you do, I will come for you and I will literally end your fucking life. But hear me out. What if you did like a vampire, but like dying in blood, like in a tub. So imagine like a tub filled with blood. And then it's like a vampire in like black lace with like a black veil.
Oh my God.
Black dress with like garter belts with the high-waisted tights and black heels. And she's like suffocating. Right, bitch? What the fuck? Nobody, I swear to fucking God, if I see anybody do that shit, I swear to God, I will come for your life. Because that is a fire idea. Just talking about blood. See, this is what happens. Like, this is why I don't talk to people or like talk to myself, because then it's like I have 31 looks. Now I'm gonna try to do a bonus one. Like, like a September 30th. Like, can you guys do stuff for tomorrow? Like, what? I fucking cannot. But yeah, those are my favorite bloods.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
I need to go to Spirit.
This is about me, dude. Yo, they open right now. Girl. Better get in there. And go on their website. You can get a 20% off coupon.
I thought it was just like, this is only in the flesh. There's no website. I just believed it was just like we pop up.
They do, but there's a actual headquarters that's open year round. It's in California, and it's like a mega warehouse, so you can technically buy from them year round. It's just during Halloween season is when they pop up their stores, and then they break them down. But yeah, giving you all the plugs. Man, these people need to sponsor me. Shit. I love how we're talking about blood and fucking musicals. I had no idea where this conversation was going to go, but I didn't know it was going to go this way. That's for sure.
It seems like the correct way.
You know, it's like someone that really understands cosplay and like the art that goes behind it. 'Cause some people think, oh, you're just dressing up. Like, what are you, a child? Like, yes, but no.
Heathen.
It's a lot of, especially too, like in our industry, it's like it's almost more pressure because everything that we put out is literally going to be judged and critiqued on a much higher pedestal. So it makes it so complicated, and it makes it so, I don't know, it's almost like nerve-wracking sometimes to want to try something that's not normal. If that makes sense.
Yeah, no. For me, that's like, but then it just becomes like that passion project that you're like really stoked about. Like the way that you were talking about like your Medusa and your Carrie and shit. Just like the lights in your eyes were just like, you know? And so, yeah, it gets like nerve wracking or, you know, can be anxiety inducing. But when you're that stoked about something, it just feels good, like getting it done. Putting it out, and you're like, I did that. Like, I know I did that. And so
now I gotta do better the next year.
Yeah.
And then better the year after that.
Yeah.
Yo. I might.
I just started taking, oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. You started taking what?
I just started taking classes for the first time.
Like school?
For film stuff, like very basic, like intro level, because everything I've learned and done has always just been, you know, hacking away at it until it works, clicking the buttons until I'm like, I gotta just make money off of this now. It's going out into the world, you know.
Right.
Sometimes you can't fine tune it you could fine tune it for decades. So
yeah,
sometimes you just gotta try to put it out. But anyway, I'm taking Adobe Premiere class right now.
Love Adobe.
Yes. And then starting another class, like an intro to filmography, like set blocking and lighting and sound design and stuff. Very intro level. So I'm really excited.
Fun. Yes.
Yeah.
I love that. Like set design and like kind of being behind the scenes is a whole nother ball game, because it's your vision that is going to come to life. Like, it's different when you're like, okay, removing us, because obviously we're the vision in front of it and behind of it. But if you remove us from being the vision in front, it's like we just show up and we do whatever the director is like, hey, this is how I want this to be. And it's like, okay. Which is cool too. But it's like seeing your project, like seeing an idea turn into a thought, turn into reality, and then seeing someone portray that makes it so full circle.
Yeah.
That you're like, holy shit. Did I just make that multi-million-dollar movie franchise? Like like an idea that I had using the bathroom or taking a shower.
Yeah.
Oh my God. You're like speaking my language right now. You are literally like pulling out the absolute nerdy geekiness out of me right now. I'm trying to contain myself. So
please don't, because this is so nice. This is where I want to be, in this zone, this little pocket,
this little niche right here.
Yeah.
Do you have like cameras that you use right now that you like, or?
I need to upgrade. So I'm hoping that in my new class, I can talk to the professor or my other classmates and be like, "Hey guys,
what do you shoot with?
Because right now I have a Nikon D5300 that I've had for like 6 years, and it did me well. It did me well, but it's time to lay that baby to rest. I also have a 4K Sony like camcorder that I just don't like vibe with, really. We're not like on speaking terms.
Okay.
And then I have like my Android that I've been shooting my latest like boy girl content with, and looks great. So just been doing that. Gets the job done.
Okay.
And it also is easier for my partner to like hold this
than a whole ass camera.
Than a whole, like, because we don't have someone else filming us, you know, so whatever makes it easier for them.
Have it. Hold on, we're out of focus. Let me zoom out a little bit.
Yeah, no way.
Need a different lens.
Yeah.
You should look into like a Sony A7 III is really good. And then also the Sony ZV-1 is also really good right now too.
I love like all these notes I'm taking. Thank you.
Well, of course.
November 1st. It's like circled. Like
big ass caps. And I'm not like a pro or anything at all. I just am like super into photography and filmography and like cinema. So I just kind of play around with it, and these are just things that I know that has worked for me. But like any pros are gonna be like in the comments or some shit like, actually the ZV-1 is not good. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Okay, I don't care.
I never heard about the Sony A7 III before. I've definitely heard that before in
it's expensive though.
Yeah, that's the other thing I think.
Yeah.
I heard.
It's very pricey. Yes.
Okay.
And it's very small too, and like compact.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
I think that, does it have a
flip? Mm-hmm.
A flip.
It goes
okay.
up. Yeah, that one goes up. Yep.
See, I need that flip.
Yeah, and then the ZV-1 goes out this way.
Okay.
And then I also have, it's kind of an older model. I have a Canon 80D as well. That one is that's a beast though. That's a chunky baby. That baby is chunky. But it's like high quality, super sharp. The autofocus is good on it still. And when I am like dedicated to YouTube, I would use that camera. But right now it just sits and looks pretty because I'm. And then my iPhone. I use my iPhone 10x. Oh wait, bitch! No, you did not pay all that money to say 10x Max. What number are we on? The 13 Pro Max. There we go. Whatever the newest bitch is.
It's just like laying over there, like, really?
Like, bitch, you should just call me a 10X max. Like, how dare you? It could never. I use that a lot for like photos. Like I love this phone.
Cover's so cute.
Dude,
so cute.
it's an actual Game Boy Advance, and it actually plays fucking games. Like, it turns on.
No.
Yes, it's dead, though.
On your phone?
Yes. Yeah, I'd be like this. I'd be like, oh, I wish it wasn't dead. I need to fucking charge it.
What?
But, yeah.
But...
sometimes when I'm bored, like, if I'm waiting for a point, Amazon. And I'll just be here and I'll just be playing. And people will be like, what are you doing on your phone? And I'd be like, oh, I'm playing a game. And they're like, on your case? It's the best conversation starter ever. I'd be like, Amazon.
Order it right now. And I'll just like I'll like run downstairs. It's like that fast these days. I'll just like run downstairs and be like, hey.
I wish it was fast for me. It kind of takes like
literally
2 days sometimes.
Oh yeah, you moved. Yeah.
So I'd be like, damn. Can a bitch get same day delivery? Like, jeez. Goodness gracious. What were we talking about?
Blood. Musicals.
Like in Game Boy phone
camera.
cases. When do you start your classes? Is it fall or is it?
So, it's not like any like college or anything like that. It's just like
an online like trade.
It's an in-person thing.
Nice.
The Adobe one is online, and I'm like 3 or 4. I was gonna say episodes in. I am
classes
in, and I have like 2 more, I think.
Oh, nice.
Then,
do you feel like you're learning a lot in the Adobe class?
Yeah, because like everything I learned, like I was just doing it from scratch, basically, just like literally like going around being like, okay, I'm just gonna click this and hope. And there's so many buttons I've just ignored this entire time because I'm like, I don't have time for this. This is too much. Like I don't, whatever. And then now it's like, oh, like I'm learning how to like reframe how I edit in a whole new way. I'm like learning different perspectives of editing. Like there's so much behind it beyond just like clicking the buttons. And I'm learning like new shortcut keys and things like that and that are like fun. But it's keeping it more fresh and interesting. And I'm like, you know what? I do deserve to put the time aside to like hone my craft. Like I do, like this is part of my job as well. Because so much of the time I feel like if I'm not like doing the thing that makes me the most money at this fucking second, then it's like I'm not doing my job. But that's very untrue.
Yeah.
So.
No, I mean, I think I'm proud of you, but like it does take a lot of guts to be able to like carve out that time where you're doing something that's for you and not necessarily like because it's a part of the job and like you need to do that in order for this to function. Like it's something that you're doing to kind of like just broaden and educate yourself on more that I'm sure you'll have that's going to go further beyond your career. Like, so it does take a lot because it's like now you're not taking away time from work, but like you kind of are. It's like not self-care, but to a degree it is because you're putting you first instead of like your fans.
Yes. Yeah, it is. That is self-care. It definitely is. And it's an investment in myself and like whatever I choose to do with it. Like I hope to like film other people like at some point. I would love to like work on a production company and like direct people and stuff. Like that is down the road. So if that's ever the case, I need to start,
It doesn't have to be that far down the road. It could be like, you're like, down the road.
But I just feel like I have so much to learn. Like I just started filming other people recently again. Like I just had a meeting with a Chicago person, Gold Girl, who does a lot of like robotic stuff. And that's like their niche, and they're really into like VFX and like virtual reality and things like that. And they're gonna come over, and me and Vern are going to shoot them. And I'm really excited because I'm like, I'm not getting paid. Like, this is because I want to do it. This is a creative project where I'm going to learn something and grow something, help someone else out, but also like I get to be involved in something that's more for like just the process and the like the love of the craft and like the learning and stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah,
That's fun. Oh,
that'll be really
that's gonna
fun.
be so fun.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what is also like the best university ever? YouTube.
I know. Okay. I literally, when did YouTube come out?
I would say
2000.
like 2012?
No. I was gonna say 2000, like 8, 6, 2000.
Was it? Oh, maybe you're right. It came out 2000. Okay, beta was 2005 in May,
Okay.
and then it officially launched December. So 2005. Damn.
Since YouTube, okay, I'm gonna date myself. I'm gonna date myself.
God.
Since YouTube came out, when it came out, I was like, I know that if I watch YouTube, I'm gonna get sucked into a hole and I'll never leave. And I have never really spent time on YouTube because I'm like, there's too much world there. Dude,
Okay, it is.
I do not have the boundaries to let myself just go forever.
No, it definitely is a warp hole. Like, you can start off watching like beauty gurus, and then like you'll end up like watching A Day in My Life, and then you'll end up, next thing you know, you're like watching some 720p quality lecture about aeronautics, and you're just there.
I'm stressed just thinking about it because I'm just like, it's not to say I haven't been on YouTube. Like I have, like I'll go for like one tutorial and then like get the fuck out, you know, like because I'm just like. But you're right.
It's the best. It's free. I learned.
I know.
99.9% of everything that I know from YouTube. Like, it's like, for instance, I bought, in addition to the refrigerator, a over-the-range microwave because I have like a regular like vent. And these, like, you know what? I don't know if it's inflation or if these motherfuckers are just scammers, but Lowe's was trying to charge me like $170 to just have somebody install it on top of the price. And I was like, no, like, y'all got me tripping. So I went on YouTube and I'm like, I'm sure it's really fucking easy. Man, it takes like 10 minutes. Like, I'm like, y'all are charging. I get it, whatever. But I was like, fuck that. I'm going to do that shit myself. Like, YouTube, like, literally, YouTube taught me everything that I know. If I need to learn how to edit something a certain way, somebody on YouTube has already made a video.
Yeah.
They going to show me how to do little special effects in the background. Like, they, YouTube, girl, shit. They there. Come through.
I definitely use their audio library for all of my music and sound effects because I know that they're like a safe bet. I won't get copyrighted.
Their audio.
It's not good, but it's there. Do you like the music or the sound effects or both?
The sound effects are okay. It's like the music. It's so,
I know.
Like, I don't know. I wish we could just, where it was a time when we were able to just play any song from Spotify and like it'd be okay. Like, it just sucks. Even like Twitter now, like they're deleting videos that have any like music in it, and it takes away the creativity of it. Like, bro, the fuck.
Do you have like another like audio site you like using? Or do you just try to stay away from it?
I risk it and I just play whatever I want to play, and I just cross my fingers and hope that I don't get in trouble for it or that my video doesn't get taken down. I'll try to like see if the audio is on Instagram's library and if it's on TikTok's library, because then I feel like it's safe if I repurpose that onto Twitter. If it's not there, I'll try to like change the pitch of the song so that way it doesn't sound exactly like the original.
You're so smart. Wow. That's
Yeah.
good.
I'd be
Wow, wow,
scamming the
wow, wow,
system.
wow, wow, wow.
I learned from my mom how to be a scammer, so
Amazing.
shout out to you, mom.
Aw.
Nah, fuck her.
Wait. The whiplash I got on that. I'm like,
No, I'm just kidding. She just keeps promising to come out and visit me, and she like hasn't. And then
oh.
and then she was like sick, and it was scared. So it's like a whole lot of shit that's going on.
I thought you were like, she was sick. It was such a scam. She like didn't come through. I'm like,
no, my mom definitely has scammed you for some shit before, but not that. Oh fuck. I'm sure mom will never listen to this, but hi. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I just try to like finagle the system. Like I'll change the pitch of songs, look to see if it's on the libraries, and then or I'll find like a cover of someone else, and sometimes the covers fit more to what I'm trying to do anyways. And the cover usually is fine. Like I've never really had too many videos taken down for copyright issues.
that's nice. That's
Knock
good.
on wood.
That's a good place to be. I just get so nervous that like the ones that I'm like that I sell, you know, like porn vids will get because that's then there's like that tangible money there that people can be like, you made this much, you know, like whatever.
Yeah.
So I try to be
For like porn vids, I'll just go on YouTube and I'll just type out like copyright hip hop music or copyright free EDM or like whatever like the vibe is, and then as long as it says copyright, like I'm like I should be fine, and then I'll like save the link with like the description that says like this is free to use.
Yeah.
So that way, in case of like I don't know, they ever try to come for me, I'm like, well, I said I could use it.
Yeah.
So loopholes, gotta find the loopholes.
Is that some of your artwork?
Oh yeah,
that's dope. I just saw some of your stuff. I like saw your website and I was like, what is this? What?
My website? Where the hell you say that? Oh, the Hustler thing.
The resin art and shit. That's resin, right?
Yeah.
Or is that
oh,
not
you're
resin?
saying right here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I thought you meant like you saw my website before like we started talking. I was like, how? Like no one knows about that. And then I forgot Hustler just did an article about it. And so I was like, oh, maybe that's what. Yeah, I don't know. I get really weird talking about like my art.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
No, it's okay. It's just I get like super like I don't know. I guess it's like imposter syndrome. Like I don't think it's good, and then I get so nervous, and then I don't know. I'm just like
way too many people in our industry have imposter syndrome who don't need it. Your art is very cool.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks. I have my first ever art show this weekend. So
congratulations.
Thank you. I want to like throw up and vomit because
you can talk?
Yeah, it's like a whole thing. Oh my god. It's like we have like so it's like since this is suicide and like mental healthness month, this theme is like about suicide and mental health. And I'm like, oh, that's easy for me to talk about. Like I'm a depressed ass hoe. Like I always talk about this shit. And then I was like, a lot of my work is already like very depressed and like dark. And so I'm like, cool, why not? Sign me up. And so they already had all their artists. And so I was just talking shit. Like I was just like on Instagram, like, oh, this is so cool. I would love to be a part of it. And I never in a fucking million years thought they would ever reach out to me. And they slid in my DMs. It was like, oh my God, it's so funny that you commented because we actually have an opening that we're trying to fill. And I remember you when I met you at like this one, it was like a flea market or some kind of thing. And she was like, yo, like, do you want to do it? And so I left her on red for a minute because I was like, what the fuck?
Mhm.
Like, I was just talking shit. I was just trying to like engage the post. And so I was like, fuck it, why not? And so I committed. And then I was like, oh, people like, I'm gonna have to like talk about my art and like face to face, and like, what if no one buys it? And then I like all these thoughts started going through my mind, and then they send me this whole itinerary, and it's like, so we're gonna do a workshop, we're gonna do a panel. I'm like, what the, I got what? I was like, bro, I am not ready for this.
That sounds stressful as shit. I do not envy you. Like,
Dude.
I'm like, congratulations, and like that's really awesome. But also, like,
it's like I'm happy because eventually, like, the long-term goal is I want to open my own gallery. Like, you ever been to the Aria in Vegas?
yes, I
Okay.
love staying there.
You know how there's like when you walk up from the strip, there's like this art, like storefront, and it has like it's like super open. It's like all glass windows, and it has like some of the sickest. I mean, it's really easy to pass by it, but like it's there. And I remember I went in there and I just said, "This is where I'm supposed to be. This is like what I am supposed to like do the next chapter of my life." Like I walked into there and I never felt so at the right place at the right time. And it looks like it was my art like on the fucking walls. It was the craziest surreal thing ever. And I was with my husband and I looked at him and I was like, this shit looks like something I would do. And he's like, I know. And I was like, the aesthetic, like, it was like, you would have thought, like, I own that bitch. And so, and then we left and we were walking up to the auditorium and I was like, that's where I need to go. Like, that is my trajectory. That is where I've never felt so at home except being in there. And he was like, do it. And then I was like, yeah, easier said than done, motherfucker. He was like, he's like, just keep going. And then he starts lecturing me. He's like, but you know, you got to actually promote your art and you got to put yourself out there. And I'm like, fuck you. So when I told him about the art show, I was like, he was in his office and I was like, so you're invited to my very first art show on September 10th. And then he was like, good. And then I kind of got pissed because I was like, good. And he was like, yeah, about time. And I was like, about time? Do you know how fucking hard it was for me to commit and how anxious and nervous I am? He's like, I've been telling you for years to like do this stuff with your art. Like, of course I'm excited. Of course I'm happy. Like, you finally took the steps to do it. Like, good. And I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, I'm like, bro, I don't want Saturday to ever come.
Okay, so you know, like I get very socially anxious. That shit.
Mm-hmm.
Does it turn out for you like it does for me, where you freak out, you do all the like obsessing, and you think about all the different things that could happen that could go wrong, and you like play all the conversations out and like whatever, how you're gonna fuck up, how you're whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and then the thing happens, and then it's not as bad as you think it's going to be,
Mm-hmm.
but it doesn't fucking matter because you spent 2 weeks beforehand.
Yep.
like
Every
yeah.
fucking time. Every fucking time. I go through plan A through
worst.
Z.
Terrible.
Panic
Terrible.
attacks, self-doubt,
Mm-mm.
physically getting ill because
Yeah.
I'm so nervous. And
Not
it's
breathing
different.
well.
Like, I can walk a runway, ass out, thong bikini in front of a bunch of porn stars, no problem. I can sit on a panel and talk about my life story, no problem. But when it comes to like something that, because I'm such an artistic, like creative person, that sometimes what I create may not be as good as I think it is. And so to get rejection off of something that I really like, I thought of, and it came out of my brain, and it's kind of like a hard thing, and it's something that I've had to learn with being I don't even like saying an artist. Like, it just sounds so not real.
An artisan.
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 Like, I could put a video out of me having sex before I can sit here and like really be able to talk about like my art, which is so weird. I don't know why it's like that, but yeah.
It's so personal. It's like your heart.
Yes, yeah. It really is.
You're like here's my...
Literally, like, if I was Klaus Michelson, like, I would go in my chest and I'd rip it out and I'd give it to you. But yeah, I like to make art. So it's kind of cool when people are like, did you make that? Or the best part is when someone says, oh, where did you buy that? And I'm like, I made that. That was like the best feeling ever.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
It's going to be great. It's going to be great. I really sincerely hope it goes well and that you feel like,
Thank you.
You feel good about it.
Thank you. So
maybe the nerves come down. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll like go down once like I get there and all of that, hopefully. But it's a huge chapter in my life for sure. So, and I think the Hustler article like really helped me too, because it was like, what, my art? Like, I mean, that's I have to.
That's so
Let's
good.
do
Like,
it.
hell yeah.
So, and there's no going back now. No going back.
You signed your sentence, like you wrote that Instagram. You said
I did. I put it into the universe, and the universe was like, "Oh, I hear it." The universe was like, "Hello," and I was like,
"Oh, good."
Hi, my name is Sasha Raee, and I was calling to see if I can be an artist. Like, literally how it went.
They're like, "About time." Very good. See you there.
We'll see you there in less than 2 weeks. Literally less. I'm like, wait, when is it? That's in like less than 2 weeks. What the fuck you mean? Man, love that. Do you ever find yourself like wanting to make sets for like porn stars or like people in our industry, or or is this something that like would be separate, like more mainstream?
I do want to work more with horror.
Yeah.
And I feel like, I mean, obviously there's like such a huge crossover between sex work and horror. Like it's very, so I'm going to start by like, making my porn, which I do a lot of erotic horror stuff like already. And I want to kind of like amp it up, make it more like short filmy, still have like some porn in it, still have some like sex work stuff. But I feel like my fans are at a point where I can maybe convince them to throw down, to help me like make something, to create something that's like a little more, and just like keep adding to it. And so yeah, the latest like erotic horror like vid I just did was a werewolf vid. It's like one of the biggest videos I've done like ever. I rented like a space, like it looks like an abandoned building. Like it's not technically, but it was very fucking creepy just like being there. And we shot there, and it worked pretty hard on it for it just being like, a 5-6 hour shoot. There's only so much you can get done, especially on like a sex set where there's like certain shots you have to get, certain actions you have to get these shots, like whatever. So yeah, but yeah, I never really think about building sets for like other models particularly. I think about filming them and just like that kind of stuff. But yeah,
I might have to like hire you to help me out with this ambitious 31 days of
Thank you. Yes.
Because
I would love to be out on those train tracks making Carrie look so. Just I'll be the drone. Just attach me to the drone. I'll get the shot. I'll be in this chair.
We make like a contraption on like a pole with a string in the camera.
Like a tether ball, but it's with the camera.
Literally, with the camera.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Sometimes you gotta like make sure to get the shot. But no, really, because like it's so hard for me to find people that understand my brain, especially when it comes to like being creative on like some weird shit like this, which is why I always end up filming myself or like taking my own photos, because like it's hard to explain the vision, but like you get it, you just get it. It's so better like
So I've had like several different people like film me over the years, and I will always like I'm a bit of I need my certain vision enacted. So like I've shot a lot of myself too, and a lot of the videos I still do will have scenes shot by me. I'll like be holding it and doing like POV stuff, like whatever. But I am very like, if you're gonna shoot this scene for me, here's exactly where the camera needs to be. We're going to do a test shot 1, test shot 2. Okay, this is exactly it. Sorry, I'm like, hello. Hello, there we are. So I need it because I know exactly how I want it to be. And like, you need to get this exact thing so that it just,
comes to life. It's so hard.
Yeah.
To explain that. Yeah. Like, I wish there was, like, it's 2022. You think there'd be a way to, like, plug in brains to each other? Or, oh, here, read this. Like, do you see it now?
Yeah.
Well, that actually is kind of weird.
I'll reference, like, really old shots. Like, do you remember when did the Peggy Bundy up, down on the bed? Or, like, things like that. Be like, do you remember? That's exactly what we need to do again. Let's figure it out, making...
100%. No, like, for real. After this, I'm gonna really like be like better like that's good. You like dogs?
I love dogs. I love dogs.
See, I got 2 beautiful dogs.
Are they big dogs, small dogs? Tell me about your dogs.
They're like medium. It's a pit bull. She's like but she's like of a smaller size, and then I have a shepherd mix. But he's not like full bred shepherd, so he's like a much like smaller version of what a normal. But yeah, they're like very cuddly. Loving.
I really want dogs. I don't have the space for dogs right now, but I want I'm gonna give whatever the universe gives me, and like whenever I go to a shelter, whatever dog I know I'm gonna fall in love and but in my perfect world, I would love a chow chow. I love big, fluffy dogs. God. I just want a big.
I don't think you'll find a chow chow at a shelter. I know. But you can still adopt at like they have humane.
There's I know. I've been on there's the chow chow sites.
Yeah,
I'm on the chow chow.
You're like on the waiting list.
I've been there. There's also American Akita, like lots of American Akita feed homes.
They do. Yes. Oh my goodness, I do not want another fur child though. They're like 7, and it's so fucked up for me to say, but I'm like, yo, I can't wait till y'all go to doggy heaven. Mama needs a fucking break. And then I have a full fucking like meltdown, full on Kim K crying attack where I'm like, oh my god, you guys are getting old, you have a gray beard, you're gonna die. But then at the same time, I'm like, yo.
I am positive you're not alone.
Please, SPCA, don't come for me. Like, I fucking love my dogs to death. I take care of them. They're in a safe environment. They have their own backyard. It's just sometimes, having dogs it's like having a child to a small degree. It's a lot of work. They're so needy. Oh my God, they're so fucking needy. Like, I always say if I died, they would die from literally like a broken heart. They would literally die if I died.
Oh, babies.
They can't live without me. I can't even be in a different room without them.
Oh, I heard them earlier.
Yeah,
they were like,
yes,
hello.
Yes, like full on anxiety, like, jeez. But I love them. But yeah, I got a whole room. I got dogs. I got food. I cook.
What are
I'm trying to like convince you to help me with these Halloween shit.
Come to my house.
Like, you know, you like Topgolf? You go to Topgolf?
I love Top. Wow. Okay. All right. So
I can even take you to the real driving range. Like, I'll take you to play golf for real. I have golf clubs. So, like, I'll take you to the actual.
Are you a golfer?
I am a beginner. I do golf. I am a beginner, but I like to get down. Get my little clubs, my little tennis skirt. I really fucking did. Like,
do you have a little like a
visor? Yo, grab me out there. Like, I look like it, but I'm not quite that good. But I've had a couple of videos though where I'm like getting down when people are like, wow, you really know how to golf. I'm like, that was a good day. But, yeah,
I used to be a bar cart girl on a golf course.
I want to be one so bad. Like,
those old men are horny. They're horny and they don't tip well.
Where I live, there is like no black people. Like all old white men. And they love them some chocolate girls. I'd be out minding my own business and they just be like coming up to me, touching my shoulder like, oh, I saw you across the room and I just had to come say hello to a beautiful angel like you. And I just be like, huh, thanks. And then in my mind, the sex worker side of me is like OnlyFans? Like, how do I get But, yeah, I was like, I could be a fucking cart girl and just get all their money.
Dude. Yes.
Like, because when I go on the fields, with my little tennis skirts, my little cheeks hanging out, they be like, they don't even try to be discreet. They full on be. and then I kind of be feeling myself. I'd be like, you know, walking on my clothes. I'd be like nervous, or I'm like, they're watching me to see if I actually know what the fuck I'm doing. But young girl. See?
I remember one of like the big things they'd always like to get would be like a Snickers and a Bloody Mary, like together. That was like a combo. That was like very popular.
Interesting.
Back in the day. Yeah.
See, I'm just enticing you with everything that you need. You're in Chicago, right?
I'm in Chicago.
See, we're not even that far.
Stop. Wait, what?
Thing. We're not that far. I live in Chicago too.
Shut the fuck up. You do not. No, you don't. You live with all white people. Where do you live? Schaumburg? Skokie? Like where the fuck?
I can't say exactly
obviously
where,
you're on.
But like, yeah. I'll tell you after.
You're in Elgin. I'm just gonna.
No, but I do know someone who's from Elgin. I'm not gonna say yes or no.
I'm not.
Look at you trying to dox me online.
I'm sorry. I did not fuck it.
But yeah, we're really not that far at all. Just like,
see, I thought I was
drive.
Like, oh, you're just being nice. I'm gonna find out your details after this. I thought you were just being nice. But you fucking live in.
Mm-hmm.
Well, good. All right. Let me put my skills to work. See what we can do here. I'll just like pop up at your art fest and be like, "Remember me? You said that we could work together."
I just look at the audience and I see you there with your camera, like,
"Let's start now."
Getting that big roll for you. I'd be like, "What the fuck? Hey, girl!"
I love getting the B-roll. I'm all about the B-roll. Oh my god, I get B-roll for days.
Oh my god, B-roll's the best part.
It's the best. Oh, it feels so good.
Oh my god, I'm in tears. Literally in tears. Well, I know we don't have that much time, but this has been so much fun. Honestly, this has probably been, oh my god, I know I'm probably going to get hate for this, but whatever. This has been like the most fun I've had with any of my guests. Like,
stop! Don't tell them.
Don't listen, anyone. And like, I interview, like, most of them are like my friends. And like, this is like the epitome of the vibe that I had been wanting to achieve for this podcast. Is like,
hell yeah,
two friends just talking about, I don't even know if it makes sense. Like, I hope when I like listen back, I'm like, it isn't too much of a shit show and it isn't too all over the place, but that like, it
we
sounds
were
like
together.
We knew. We knew. When Chicago came, we were there. It was like locked in. It was like, you know, Chicago? Holy shit. So, thank you for this.
Thank you.
This is why I even wanted to fucking do it. Like, I don't pre-write or pre-plan questions, but like, I just like to go with the flow of the conversation, but I literally did not think it was gonna be like this much, because like, I don't know you, and so it was like, I don't like doing research, like interviewee style, because I want it to be like just like how we are, just talking, chit chat, and jabbering back and forth. But like, I thought it was gonna be more so like, tell about your life story and like, how did you get into this? But like, I love it. Like, I'm not mad at it at all. Like, I fucking love it. Like,
no, this is sick. I'm so thankful that we weren't like, I'm really bad with questions sometimes that I get nervous and shit. So just being able to like be ourselves.
I thought I was
kind of rare.
Nervous. Yeah. No, seriously. So, I'm usually more like kind of reserved, especially when I don't know the person. I'm like,
yeah,
I want to make a good impression. Like, I want it to be very professional. I want it to be like, you know, and then I'm, especially too, is because like, it's like, you're such a big name in our industry too, that I wanted to make sure that I did like justice. And I didn't like fuck up the episode. So I was like, I was nervous the whole day. I was like, oh my god, okay, all right, I get ready. I'm like, all right, like, why are you so nervous? Like, you talk to people you don't know all the time. Like, you'll be fine. I'm like, damn, dude, like, is she gonna remember? Too, because it was nighttime. It was kind of dark.
Wow.
I didn't even mean it like that. But when I said it, I realized the own pun that I just gave. I didn't even mean it. Oh, I thought that's why you were like, wow.
No.
Because it was dark and like I didn't remember
God.
me. Oh my god, I'm fucking hilarious.
I just remember being like, you would come up to me and I was like, okay, I get really nervous when people are like being nice to me because I'm just kind of like, what? Like, what? Yeah. And then when you walked away, I kind of was like, they like know who I am and they're so nice. And I like floated over to my partner and I was like, this person Sasha Raee just came up to me and they know who I was and they really liked me. That's,
oh my god, you remember my name? Oh my god.
Are we just?
At those
imposter syndroming ourselves right now.
Right? But you meet
Yeah.
so many people at those events that sometimes it's really hard to remember. And we didn't have that long of an interaction either. I think it was maybe 5 minutes. It was like brief, but it was like enough where like we had like converse, but then it was kind of like that was it. And I don't think we saw each other even after that. Like I don't think I ran into you.
I don't think so. There's a lot of people.
A lot. It was just literally that one moment, and then that was it. And then I recently was like, "Hey, how are you?" I was like, "Let me like say hello first, like see if she like even responds and remembers, because like it's been months since you've seen or talked to her." And then, yeah, here we are. So it's like little moments like that, like genuine connections. That's what I like strive for. I love this. Oh my goodness. I could talk to you all day and all night probably, which I probably will text you after this.
My cheeks are starting to hurt because I was like, I've just been like, oh, like
never laughed so hard on my own show as much as I have today. I'm like, what the fuck? Before we go, please tell everyone where they can find you.
Yes. So I'm Little Puck. You can find me on my own website, littlepuckpls.com, pls.com. You can find me on ManyVids, littlepuck.manyvids.com. You can find me on Pornhub, Xvideos, OnlyFans, onlyfans.com/littlepuck. I'm also on twitter.com/littlepuck. TikTok is Little Puck, please. I think I'm new to it, so it'd be nice.
Just
follow me.
Google
Give me a follow.
Little Puck.
Just search me. Yeah, I'll be there.
And I'll have everything listed down below as well.
Thank you.
So, anywho's, that has been yet another episode of Chaotic Madness, and I will see all of you guys next week with a new episode. Thank you again so much for being here. And everyone, y'all have a great rest of your day.